So if you're like me, you have your foot in many different places. Hiking might be one of them, traveling another, more specifically one bag travel, minimalism another, maybe photography is another, videography another, and lastly, backpacks, all shapes and sizes, another. Now, you can either have 5 or 6 backpacks, each fulfilling one role, and waste lots of money and space many times, defeating the purpose of minimalism. Or you can spend time and money just the one time and buy this expensive but super worth it backpack. For context, I've had this bag for over a year now, and I've literally lived off of it. I've had all my belongings in here, and I traveled from Bundaberg, Australia to Tasmania, and then from there to Melbourne with nothing but, again, this bag here. And not just carrying the normal stuff, nah. I carried a camera, 3 lenses, a gimbal, tripod, drone, 2 mics, a portable light, spare batteries and SD cards, my computer, a notebook, books, jackets, sleeping pad, sleeping bag, and my tent, together with the basics, you know, like clothes, toiletries, knives, card games, head torch, multi-tool, etc. So yeah, I'm definitely talking from experience here. I've always loved backpacks, I'm gonna put this down, and I've searched far and wide for the one magic bag that could fulfill all my needs, and I finally found it. If you're like me, then you'll know what I mean after watching this video. So today we're talking about the Moment / Alex Strohl 40-liter backpack, and I'll get into who exactly Alex Strohl is in a while. The colors we get are either black, blue and yellow. Obviously I picked blue because if not, I'm always picking black and I'm trying not to be so boring. The mesh is made out of Cordura fabric, which is highly tear resistible. For context, my bag has been for the past year in planes, buses, bush, rain, and more. It is very lightweight and somewhat water resistant. Alright, so the bag is empty, and you can, by the way, just see how lightweight this is. It's crazy lightweight. But yeah, we basically have a small little hook there. I don't know if you can see that. And then we can unhook it this way. And then that's not it. Then we have this little strap here, and then we open it this way. And then we have all of our content in here. So first of all, this is a bit complicated for most people to understand, especially if they've never owned a bag like this, which is a good thing. You can go in a bus and not be too worried about people robbing you. Well, first of all, if you want to close it back, you just hold this here, you swipe here, and then you clip it back. And the good thing of this is that this strap is adjustable. So now it's pretty small, it looks pretty small, but then when I fill it up with stuff, I can have it like almost like a third, or yeah, let's just say a third bigger, which is really nice. Inside it is just big blank space, except for a slot for water reservoir, which has some holes for it here and there. I used to think of the little compartmentalization as a con until I remembered that a more natural way to put stuff into your bag is to just chuck it. If this doesn't inspire you, just imagine not having to buy shopping bags anymore when you go to the supermarket. Anyways, this is somewhat remedied by the following pockets. So we have a waist strap pocket, which is perfect for your phone or your wallet, then some shoulder straps, which the creator uses for those flaccid water bottles, and a place to hang your sunglasses. On the front we have this huge mesh, which I recommend to leave empty when possible, so that if you're hiking or you're going from a cold to warm day, you can take off your jacket and just chug it in there. I believe that's what it's made for. We also have some loops that, for example, I've used to strap my sleeping bag. On the side we have these huge compartments that can fit even this 1 liter huge water bottle. It can also fit a tripod, a gimbal, or much more. This is key since most backpacks can barely fit a 500 milliliter water bottle, and the rubber at the top will assure that nothing falls out. I've even put my keys in here. We also have the straps in case you want to attach your tripod and have it a little bit more secure. And finally, the star of the show, the back. This backpack comes with a removable camera cube that looks like this. The idea here is no matter how full your bag is, you can always have easy access to your gear. On top of all this, you have the option to purchase this helmet for extra storage on the top. I highly recommend it. You have extra space for stuff like toiletries on long travels, and you can take it off for everyday carry. We have 2 pockets, and that's all we need. Lastly, and this one's a bit more optional, we can buy a camera attached attachment to put on the waist, with space for extra batteries and a strap to adjust for different lens sizes. The way the creator refers to this, the idea is that when you're getting to the juicy stuff, aka the top of the mountain, you can put your camera in here to have easier access to it. If I'm being honest, that sounds a bit redundant to me, considering you have a camera strap or you can purchase a Peak Design clip, but I have found it useful to put my camera in here on longer trips, so I have more space in the camera cube to put in my drone. If I don't do this, the drone stays at that place and I'll never see it again. So what's the philosophy behind this bag? Well, in his videos, the creator compares this bag to shoes, saying,
obviously shoes like this are great for some things. There's nothing wrong with them, but I found that there are far better options to go into the mountains and just hiking. Something like, I've pretty much walked across Slovenia with these. There's nothing wrong with big leather boots and 3-layer hiking boots and ankle support. That's all good for some people. What I have realized is that most often than not, they get in the way of what I'm trying to be doing and going. So I've used these learnings in what shoes should do for me. So to go from here to here, and what I've done is apply that philosophy and this approach to materials, weight, features, and I've applied that to the world of camera bags and hiking packs to make my dream product.
So it's meant to be light, minimalistic, and you're not meant to put all your camera equipment in here, although I have, but to pick and choose what you're going to need for every special occasion. It's also multi-purpose. There's many 40-liter backpacks out there. Most of them are not made for cameras. There's also many camera bags out there, even hiking camera bags. But the camera compartment is often too big and there's no space for much outside of the camera stuff. With this bag, I can carry my personal and my professional life as a social media manager. Honestly, if you wanted a super critical video of this bag, this is not the video for you. The reason I bought this bag in the first place was because it was exactly aligned with what I wanted in life. So I guess all I can say is this. Think what you like to do in your free time, what you want your bag to do for you. If you want a daily backpack, this is not for you. If you just want a solid camera bag, I recommend the Peter McKinnon or maybe the Peak Design backpacks. But if you want one backpack that can do a little bit of everything and can do it well, very well, this backpack is definitely for you. Now, having that said, I've used it going to the office every day for months, and the extra space when the bag is empty is great on one of those cold, rainy days where the weather suddenly clears up. Melbourne, am I right? And you just want to take off your jacket and chug it in your bag. I'm warning you, it's not cheap, but if you consider all the other bags you won't be buying because of this one, I personally would say it's a steal, because it was exactly what I needed 1 year ago when I was juggling a half-empty 70-liter backpack. Good backpack though, you can watch the review here or here. My daily backpack and a camera backpack. It was what I needed then, and it still is to this day one of the best purchases I've ever done. Better than all those cheap backpacks I've bought in between. Anyways, that has been it. If you've enjoyed the video, like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.